Good afternoon. It's a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. It's meant to be 32 degrees or something today, and it's already sweltering. I think it peaks about 4 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock at the moment. So I've set up a couple of fans, one either end of the workshop, and I've decided in this boiling hot weather the best thing to do is change my tyre, because it's almost treadless. I haven't got a tyre depth gauge, so I've got to do it with my calipers. You're meant to have 1 mil across, 3/4 of the tyre, with tread showing on the final quarter, apparently. And if I measure this, it's 1.3, that's 0.9, 1.4, 1.3. So I could probably get a few more miles on it. Oh, what's that bit there? 0.6. So I could probably get a few more miles on it, especially as it's heat wave time at the moment. Don't really need the water ebbing away. So I could probably leave it on there for a few more miles, but I've lost trust with the Bridgestones since I discovered the Michelin Road 5s. So it's near enough. I was going to do a burnout on it and do a fantastic video of a fat old bloke doing a burnout on a GSXR Streetfighter thing. And then I realised the last time I did it, I had loads of bits of molten tyre stuck to my under tray and my light, and it goes all up your back as well, because I've got no end tail bit. It goes all up my back, so I didn't want it. I didn't want all that mess to contend with, so I decided not to. So anyway, let's get the wheel off and persevere to change it. Bit different than most bikes, because obviously I've got the number plate in the way of the bolt, but it soon drops out the way. So first of all, I'll knock off the tensioners, so when I do undo the axle, there's plenty of play in the chain to easily take it off. And take the axle nut off. There you go, now the number plate drops out the way, or drops in the way. It's over there somewhere. Okay. And then I always take it off without removing the caliper, and then decide I need to remove the caliper. So let's remove the caliper. Take the chain off. There we go. One removed wheel. Didn't do the bearings that long ago, so they're bound to be excellent. Right, got the wheel set up on the Max 2H tyre removal fitting device thing. So, air out. Try not to lose the valve. And break the bead. Now to fit the other implement. It's just a bar to stop the wheel turning. Okay, so that's one side. Just cleaned off the soap and got it up onto the next level. Now which way is it? Let's take that out now. No, it must be the other way. Thank you. Okay, bit of pouncing about with that, but success. Tyres off and out the way. So get the new one on. I think that's the next step, isn't it? Take one off, put one on. Remembering the rotation. There we go. Lovely Michelin Road 5 190/50 ZR17 Michelin Road 5. Right, so wheel rotation be up like that, and it'll go that way, so that way. We've got an arrow on the wheel, probably on the other side, conveniently enough. So this should also have an arrow on it. Rotation that way. So that should be right. Let's get some gloop on it. Not so much on it this time. Overdid it on that one coming off. Had to keep stopping and wiping my slippery hands. Right, so let's go with that again. Rotation is that way. Rotation is that way. So that is the correct way. Easier with a bit of gloop on. Let's put a bit more gloop on. So tyres back on. Just got to blow it up now. That'll annoy the missus and the neighbours. The old compressor going mad. But needs must and all that. Okay, all looks like it's sealed, not sealed, popped up onto the bead properly, all the way round, both sides. So I'll stick the valve back in and blow that back up. Where's my rotation? Rotation that way. So yeah, that's the chain side. Yeah, all good. Right, valve back in and then blow it up properly. So what we got? £64, bit over the top. So usually I'll be at about 40, 42. With the red hot weather we're having, I'll stick it down to 40. So I'll pack some of this stuff away and then get the balancer out, balance it, get that right. There's any weights on it already? Wow, there isn't. None at all. That'd be interesting. Right, yes, I'll pack some of this stuff away and then get the balancer out. Okay, so I've set the wheel up on the balancer and I don't know whether you can see the bubble, but it's level, and I've had to add 25 grams both sides, and it's pretty much there. It doesn't stop in the same place each time, which is the idea behind balancing. Yeah, initially this was the heavy point, which was down the bottom there. I've added the weights. And it's pretty much spot on. As I say, I've been sitting here for a while just slowly turning it and seeing where it ends up, and each time it ends up somewhere different. If it was going back to the same place every time, then it would be enough out of balance that it would need some more weight. But this is about as close as I usually get it. So the weights just want sticking on properly. Yeah. Yes, I think that'll do on this boiling hot day. Yep, that'll do. So, as I say, this weights want sticking on properly and then refit into the bike. Okay, so that's the weights on properly and it's balanced and the wheel almost clean. It's stained, it's been dirty that long, but it will get powder coated later on in its life. Right, I'll put the balancer away and then refit the wheel. Right, shove the wheel back in. Plenty of grease on the axle. There we go, that's that through. Bit tight enough on them. Okay, so that's showing about, let's just have another check. .3, 14.8. So a little bit more this side. About 20 mil. About 20 mil in the tight spot, in one of the tight spots. So that's good enough. Okay, do the usual, stick the spanner in the works, or a punch. And then tighten it up. About there should do it. Now the chain's slightly tight. And there you go, all done. One brand new Michelin Road 5. I keep wanting to say Pilot Road 5, but they dropped the pilot designation. So there you go, all done, all dusted. Just needs scrubbing in. And that will do for today, because it's bloody boiling. Right.